start in our cross-legged position. If you have a block or your cushion or anything like that, feel free to just pop it under the sit bones, just to get a little rise out of the sit bones. Checking in with the spine that it's nice and tall. You can roll the shoulders up and back, just finding a little bit more space, and slowly closing the eyes, placing the hands on your knees, just coming into your breath, feeling your chest rise and fall with each inhale and exhale. And just allowing for a moment of stillness and silence in the body and mind. If you like, you can use this time to set an intention for your yoga practice, what you would like to achieve out of this evening's yoga. Once your attention comes to mind, just slowly repeating it 3 times in your mind. Bringing the awareness back to the breath. Trying to make each inhale a little bit longer and a little bit deeper. Bringing your mind and body into a space of relaxation, serenity, calmness. As we prepare to unwind in this evening's class. Slowly bringing your hands together, rubbing them together to generate some heat. Softly placing the palms over your eyes, feeling the heat on your face. Gently blinking the eyes open, spreading the fingers to allow some light in, and bringing the hands back down. So we're just going to start with an energizing breathing technique. I'm just removing the block from underneath me. It's called Kapalbhati, which means a fire breath. So it's just really good for bringing the air all the way down to the stomach, energizing the body. It's really good for the digestive system and for toning up all the muscles in the stomach. So I'm just going to demonstrate it first. We're going to do it for 30 seconds, 3 rounds, with a 30-second break in between where we'll just come back to our normal breathing. So I'm just placing my left hand on my chin in my Shanana Mudra, right hand on my stomach, thinking about sending the belly button in, sucking the stomach in. We're just going to focus on the exhale here, exhaling through the nose. So I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see it. We're just focusing on the exhale. The inhale will come natural. Placing the right hand on the stomach, sucking the belly in, taking a big inhale. So whenever you're ready, you can place the right hand on your stomach, the left hand on your chin or your Shanana Mudra. We're just going to start. Taking a big inhale. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Closing the eyes, just coming back to your normal breathing. Keeping the right hand on the stomach. Just noticing any differences in the body or in the mind. Checking in with the spine that it's nice and tall. And allowing everything to settle. And just preparing for our second round. Sucking the belly in. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Keeping the eyes closed, coming back to your normal breathing. Keeping the right hand on the stomach. Just observing any changes in the body or the mind. Not changing anything. And slowly starting to prepare for our third round, our final round. Sucking the belly in, taking a big inhale through the nose. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Keeping the eyes closed, just becoming aware of the breathing. Observing any differences in the body or in the mind here. Just taking a few more breaths through normal breath. Slowly blinking the eyes open, bringing that right hand and the left hand onto the floor. We're just going to slowly go down into a gentle Shavasana, stretching the feet out in front of us, either corner of the mat, slowly rolling all the way down, palms facing up. Closing the eyes here, going back into the breath, becoming aware of the belly as it expands and contracts. Allowing everything to settle on the mat. And gently keeping the eyes closed here, we're just going to place the palms face down on the mat, bringing the feet together and bending the knees, bringing them in. So they're about 30 centimeters away from my hips. And we're just going to start by rotating our lower back, the lower spine here. As we inhale, we're thinking about tilting the pelvis forwards, creating some space in the lower back. As we exhale, rotating the spine so it's coming back towards us, coming down flat on the floor. Inhaling, creating space between the floor and the spine, rotating the pelvis forward. Exhaling as we close that space on the floor. Just taking a few rotations here, connecting in with the breath and your own natural breathing rhythm. Keeping your mind on your mat. Focusing on the sensations in the body, and the mind-body connection through the breath. And slowly coming back to your neutral spine position. I'm just going to take 2 blocks here, just having them either side. And we're just going to inhale as we engage the core, slowly rolling up vertebrae by vertebrae, placing the blocks underneath your lower back on your hips, keeping the feet firmly placed on the floor, palms facing down. And we're just going to close the eyes here in our bridge pose, allowing for a moment of stillness, allowing for the pose to settle in the body. Bring back to your breath. Allowing everything to settle on the mat. Allowing the lower back to open, allowing the stomach to open. Sending the breath all the way down to the stomach. Try and keep the mind on the body and any sensations. Keeping the mind on the mat. Slowing down the breath. Taking a big inhale through the nose and exhaling through the mouth, sighing out any tension. Just going to do 2 more here. Inhaling through the nose, sighing out any tension through the mouth. Just 1 more. Take a big inhale through the nose, sighing out through the mouth. Slowly opening the eyes here. I'm just going to release blocks from underneath, pushing them to one side, and slowly lowering the hips, vertebrae by vertebrae, all the way back down onto the mat. We're just going to release the feet out in front of us, keeping them together, palms facing down towards the mat, and I'm just going to roll over onto one side slightly so I can place my right hand underneath my right glute, and the same with the left, placing the left hand underneath the left glute, palms facing downwards, feet together and pointed towards the ceiling. And I'm just going to inhale as I push up, looking towards my toes. Exhale, I've got my elbows placed on the floor underneath, just a little bit forwards from my shoulders. Exhale as I roll back, placing the top of the head onto the mat. I'm just going to open the feet either corner, allowing them to fall onto either side of the mat, keeping the heels together, coming into our fish pose, making sure the weight isn't going all the way down through the head, it's coming up through the arms, opening up the chest, opening up the heart, gently closing the eyes here, sending the breath all the way to the lungs, to the heart. With each exhale, we're thinking about removing any toxins, any thoughts, or emotions that don't serve us anymore. With each inhale, sending love and peace, harmony into the body and the mind. Opening up our heart center. Taking a big inhale through the nose, sighing through the mouth, releasing any tension in the heart. Taking 2 more here at your own time. Big inhale through the nose, sighing as we exhale through the mouth. And 1 more, inhaling through the nose, sighing as we exhale through the mouth. On your next inhale, gently opening the eyes, curling up, looking at the feet, releasing the elbows as we roll all the way down onto the backs, and we're just going to release the hands. releasing the right hand from the glute, placing it just beside the hips, and just releasing the left. And we're just going to slowly push ourselves up into our Dandasana, our seated pose here. Checking in that the back is nice and straight, shoulders are over the hips, legs are nice and tall and straight here. And then we're just going to open out the legs to either side, just to wherever is comfortable for you. So not like overextending, just taking wherever is comfortable for you. And then I'm just going to start by getting my cushion and placing a block. You can make a pile for as high as you need. And then we're just going to exhale as we slowly roll forwards. Just to support the head here, you can place your chin, the side of your cheek on your pillow. Just allowing for a moment of stillness. As you open up the legs, open up the hips. Closing the eyes. Allowing everything to settle. And bring your awareness to your legs. And thinking about sending the breath to any points of tension. Really relaxing all the muscles. It's a really inactive stretch. Allowing everything to loosen. And keeping your mind on your mat. Taking a big inhale through the nose and sighing through the mouth, releasing any tension. Just taking 2 more here in your own time. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling any tension. Just 1 more. And whenever you're ready, slowly starting to lift the head and walking the hands all the way back in. Just removing the pillow or your cushion or your blocks or whatever you have. Just supporting the legs, bringing them back into center, going back to your Dandasana. We're just going to take the cushion or whatever you have, placing them on top of the legs, just down from the knees. Inhaling, bringing the hands up overhead. Exhaling as we fold forward. Again, you can place your head either side, resting the cheek. Whatever feels most comfortable for you in your Paschimottanasana, your back stretching. Feel free if you need to pile the blocks up. Don't push yourself. It's really about relaxing into the pose here. A really inactive stretch. Trying to find stillness in the mind, stillness in the body. Bringing the mind to the breath. Just observing how you're breathing. Try to make each one a little bit deeper and a little bit slower. Bringing the body into rest and repair. And just taking another big inhale through the nose here. Exhaling through the mouth. Just doing 2 more here in your own time. Just going to inhale as you bring the hands up overhead. Exhale, releasing the hands to either side and just releasing the cushion. We're just going to slowly roll back onto the elbows, placing the hands exactly where the elbows are. Hands facing towards the body. We're just going to point the toes. Inhale to engage the core, rising up, just reversing the stretch of Paschimottanasana. And exhale, just slowly roll the hips all the way back down. Bring the hands back down to each side of the hips. And we're just going to slowly roll over. So I'm crossing my legs, coming up onto all fours, coming back down onto the sit bones, onto the back of the heels. And we're just going to slowly start working into the spine. I'm interlocking the hands, palms facing away. Exhale to curl the spine away from us. Inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. Exhale to release the hands. Inhale as we clasp the hands behind us, opening the spine. Exhale, sending the spine away from the hands. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, releasing the hands, bringing them all the way down. Clasping the hands behind, opening up the chest. And just moving at your own pace, connecting in with your breath. Finding that mind-body connection. That breath-movement connection. And close your eyes if you like, bringing the awareness inwards. And after your next round, you're just going to come back to our neutral position. And we're just going to walk the right hand out to the side. Inhale, bringing that left arm off. Exhale as we twist, coming over into that right side. Coming into our lateral stretch here. We're not moving the chest forwards or backwards. Trying to open the chest. Finding an opening in that side body. Taking an inhale through the nose. As we exhale through the nose, we're coming back to center, placing that left hand on the left side of the floor. Inhale, bringing up that right arm. Exhale as we come down across that left side, stretching out the right lateral side of the torso. Sending the breath to any muscles that you can feel any tension in, allowing them to soften. Taking a big inhale through the nose. Exhale, coming back to your center. And we're just going to come back up onto all fours. I'm taking my cushion here. I'm just going to place it on the top of the mat. Straightening out the legs a little bit as I exhale, coming down, placing the chest on top of the cushion. Flattening my legs out, bringing the elbows so they're directly underneath the shoulders here, coming into a variation of our cobra pose. So we're opening the chest here, but we're not pushing anything, we're allowing everything just to relax. And close your eyes here, allowing your ankles to fall either side, just allowing everything to relax and settle. We're not pushing anything. Opening up the chest, opening up the heart. Keeping the mind on the mat. Try to relax the body, relax the mind. Just going to take a big inhale through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. Just doing 2 more in your own time. Gently opening the eyes here, bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, gently pushing yourselves back up onto all fours. And just bringing the sit bones back down onto the back of the heels, and swinging the legs around, slowly coming into our final Shavasana. You can use your pillow if you like, placing it underneath your knees. Get a little release in the lower back. Just slowly lowering down, palms facing upwards. And feel free to grab a blanket if you like here, whatever you need to feel comfortable. Just closing the eyes, allowing everything to settle on the mat. And just thanking yourself for allowing a moment of stillness and calmness, and a moment of relaxation this evening. Bring the mind to the breath, observing the stomach and observing the lungs, the chest. Not changing anything, just becoming aware of your breath and how it feels in your body. And bringing your mind back to the intention that you set at the start of the class. And repeating it. Three times in your mind. Slowly, whenever you're ready, bring your awareness back to the room, your physical body. Starting to reintroduce small movements back into the fingers and the toes. If you want to wiggle them. If you want to take a big stretch. Doing anything that feels right to you in this moment. Using the support of your left arm. Slowly rolling over onto your right side. Using your right arm as a pillow. And gently pushing yourself back up to your cross-legged position. Keeping your eyes closed. Bringing the hands together at heart center, rubbing them together to generate some heat. Softly placing the palms over your eyes. Blinking the eyes open. Spreading the fingers, allowing some light in. And coming all the way back down. Namaste. Thank you very much.